Teacher of the Year means to me that this is the person that we hold up to be exactly what we want all teachers to be. The significance, the influence, and also the encouragement that you give to young people. I believe Greg expresses that at all 3 levels.
What sets Greg Wolf apart is his desire to play. He really doesn't want to impose content on anybody. He wants to play with the content. With his students, they want to play back with him. He's not forcing it. It's just who he is as a person, and it's who he is as an educator.
Teaching is much more of a social emotional support role than it is about the content as the primary purpose. For me, relationships are the most important thing. Switching to project-based learning, now most of the class period I'm spending connecting with them one-on-one, and that really elevates even more, I think, the classroom culture and gives you much more time to give one-on-one support based on the needs of each kid in that moment.
Mr. Wolf makes me feel important. I think one of the biggest things that I struggle with at school is I've always never understood why we just do work and then it just gets graded and then we forget about it. All of his assignments have been brought up or shown to other classes. I just really like that he showcases our work throughout the whole year and doesn't just forget about them.
When I walk into a classroom, if students aren't as engaged as I think they should be, they always turn to the door. And when I walked in there, I didn't see that. Saw them really engage in the discussion that Mr. Wolf was having with them.
Greg Wolf is extremely student-centered. He loves being with the students. They feel his genuineness and they just want to be there. He's the kind of teacher kids want to hang out with at lunchtime and just be part of his world.
It sounds like cliche, but I think the main part of his objective of teaching is making sure we retain the information and making sure we have fun in high school.
If things get loose and it doesn't look like, school used to look like, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's something worthwhile is not happening. Conformity is not necessarily conducive to good learning. Authenticity is.
I really appreciate how Mr. Wolf teaches. Some of our assignments are like videos or projects or like presenting to the class. He kind of strays away from the textbook. I really like how he teaches interactively.
From colleague to classroom personality to lover of history to somebody who can roll with difficult times, Greg has it all.
Mr. Wolf is probably my favorite teacher at the school. We have a lot of great teachers here, but he definitely stands out.
I think Greg continues to challenge himself and his teaching practice. And so when I have younger teachers come in, if I said, this is what the epitome of teaching should be, that's where I would send them to. I would send them to Greg's class.
When I came into this profession, I wasn't ever sort of thinking about or anticipating recognition at this level. But it's really nice to be recognized for the work that I do on behalf of the students. And so I feel like it's very validating both for them and my colleagues in addition to myself. So it's been a privilege.